Hi Leo, welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this right now, I really believe the universe guided you here because what I'm about to share with you today is something special. This reading came through so clearly, and honestly, I got chills multiple times while pulling these cards for you. So wherever you are right now, just take a deep breath with me, center yourself, and let's see what the universe wants you to know. Before we dive in, I just want to say that if this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you all about how these messages land because honestly, that's what keeps me going with these readings. And if you're new here, welcome to our little tarot family. We do things differently here, we keep it real, we keep it genuine, and we focus on messages that actually matter to your life. So Leo, let me just say this up front because the energy coming through is already so strong. This reading is about recognition. It's about everything you've been working towards, everything you've been patient about, everything you've been building even when nobody was watching. The universe has been taking notes, and what's coming for you is not just good. It's deserved. This isn't random luck. This is earned success finally making its way to you. All right? Let me tell you about the first card I pulled for you and Leo. When this came out, I actually had to pause for a second because the timing of this is just incredible. I pulled the Three of Cups, and I know what you might be thinking. Oh, that's just about celebration and friendships. But no, this is so much deeper than that for you right now. The Three of Cups is coming through to tell you that you're entering a phase where your social connections are about to become a major source of joy and opportunity in your life. But here's what's really interesting about this card and your reading specifically. This isn't about superficial connections or just having a good time, although there will definitely be celebrations coming your way. This is about authentic community finding you. You know how you've been feeling a bit isolated lately? Or maybe like you've been doing a lot of this work alone. That's shifting now. I'm seeing that there are people who are noticing your energy, your growth, your transformation. And these aren't just any people, these are your genuine supporters, your future collaborators, the ones who will actually celebrate your wins without jealousy. The Three of Cups is showing me that there's going to be a moment, probably happening very soon, where you realize that you're surrounded by more love and support than you thought. Maybe you've been so focused on your goals that you haven't noticed who's been quietly cheering you on. Or maybe you've been protecting yourself from disappointment by not expecting too much from others, but the universe is saying it's safe to open up now. It's safe to receive the love and recognition that's being offered to you. I'm also getting that for some of you, Leo. This can manifest as an actual celebration. Like maybe you're going to receive news that calls for popping bottles and gathering your favorite people. Could be a promotion, could be a project finally coming through, could be personal news that you've been waiting on. Whatever it is, the Three of Cups is telling you to let yourself feel that joy fully. Don't minimize it, don't brush it off like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal and you deserve to bask in it. There's also this beautiful energy of collaboration here. If you've been thinking about partnering with someone or joining forces with others who share your vision, this is your sign that those connections are blessed. The right people are coming into your orbit, and together you're going to create something that's greater than the sum of its parts. Trust your instincts about who feels right to work with or spend time with. Your intuition about people is especially sharp right now. Now let's talk about the second card, because this one really shows me the internal work you've been doing. I pulled the Four of Swords for you, and Leo, this is so validating of where you've been lately. The Four of Swords is all about rest, recuperation, and strategic retreat. And I know this might seem contradictory to the celebration energy of the Three of Cups, but actually they work together perfectly. What I'm seeing here is that you've recently been through, or you're currently in, a period of necessary rest and recovery. Maybe you've been feeling like you need to pull back from some things, take some time for yourself, really think through your next moves instead of just charging ahead like you normally would. And Leo, I want you to know that this rest period, this time of contemplation, it wasn't wasted time. This was you gathering your strength, recharging your batteries. getting clear on what you actually want versus what you think you should want. The Four of Swords is telling me that you've been doing some serious internal processing. Maybe you've been questioning things, reevaluating relationships or career paths, really sitting with yourself and asking what brings you genuine fulfillment. And here's what's beautiful about this card showing up in your reading right now. It's telling me that this contemplation period is coming to an end. You've done the work of getting still and listening to yourself. You've taken the time you needed to heal from whatever was draining you before. I'm also seeing that some of you might have been dealing with burnout or exhaustion, especially if you're someone who tends to push yourself really hard because you have high standards for yourself. The Four of Swords came through as a gentle reminder that rest is not weakness. It's actually strategic wisdom. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you've been refilling yours. There's something really powerful about knowing when to step back and when to step forward. And you're learning that balance, for some of you. This card might also be about recovering from a specific situation that took a lot out of you emotionally or mentally. Could have been a difficult relationship ending, a stressful work situation, or just the accumulated weight of carrying too much for too long. Whatever it was, the Four of Swords is showing me that you're healing from it. You're not completely healed yet. You might still have moments where you feel tired or need extra rest. But you're on the other side of the worst of it, Dot, and here's what I really want you to understand about why this card is in your reading right now. The universe is acknowledging that you took the time you needed instead of just pushing through and burning out completely. That was a mature, wise decision, even though it might have felt scary or like you were falling behind. You weren't falling behind, you were preparing yourself for what's coming next, which according to these other cards, is pretty amazing. The third card I pulled is the Hanged Man, and okay, Leo. I need you to really hear this one because it's showing me something profound about your perspective shift. The Hanged Man is one of those cards that people sometimes find uncomfortable because it's about surrender and seeing things from a completely different angle. But in your reading right now, this is actually incredibly positive. What's happening for you is that you're experiencing, or you're about to experience a major shift in how you see a situation that's been troubling you. You know when you've been looking at something one way for so long, and then suddenly something clicks and you're like, oh, that's what this was really about? That's the Hanged Man energy. It's about that moment of revelation where everything suddenly makes sense in a new way. I'm seeing that you've been stuck on something. Maybe feeling frustrated because you couldn't figure out how to move forward or make something work. You've been trying to force a solution or make something happen through sheer willpower, which is very Leo energy, by the way. You're not known for sitting still and waiting. But the Hanged Man is coming through to tell you that the answer wasn't in pushing harder. It was in letting go and allowing yourself to see this from a completely different perspective. There's also this really beautiful message here about divine timing. The Hanged Man is suspended, he's not rushing anywhere. And that's not because he's stuck, it's because he's in a period of incubation. He's seeing things that he couldn't see when he was moving fast and trying to control everything. And Leo, that's where you are right now. You're in this space between the old way of doing things and the new way. And it might feel uncomfortable because you're used to being in action mode. But this pause is so necessary. What I'm really getting from this card is that you're learning something about surrender that's going to change your life. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the need to control every outcome and trusting that the universe has a plan that might actually be better than what you had in mind. I know that's hard for you because you're someone who likes to create your own destiny and make things happen. But there's a wisdom in knowing when to act and when to allow. Some of you might be in a situation right now where you literally cannot force anything to happen faster. Maybe you're waiting on someone else's decision, or waiting for certain circumstances to align, and it's been driving you crazy because you want to do something. The Hanged Man is telling you that this waiting period is teaching you something valuable about patience and trust. The outcome is going to be worth the wait, and actually, the delay is working in your favor even though you can't see how yet. I'm also seeing that for some of you, there's a sacrifice you've made or you're being asked to make. But it's not a sacrifice in the negative sense. It's more like you're letting go of something that was never truly serving you anyway. Maybe it's an old belief about yourself. Maybe it's a relationship that ran its course. Maybe it's a career path that looked good on paper but didn't light you up inside. The Hanged Man is showing me that releasing this thing is going to free up so much energy for what you're actually meant to be doing. Let's move to the fourth card now. And Leo, when the Ten of Pentacles came through, I actually smiled because this is such a beautiful confirmation of where you're headed. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of lasting success, legacy, abundance, and everything finally coming together in a way that feels solid and real. This card is telling me that all the work you've been putting in, all the patience you've been practicing, all the growth you've been going through, it's building towards something substantial. This isn't about quick wins or temporary success. This is about creating something that lasts. The Ten of Pentacles is about wealth and abundance. Yes, but it's also about security, stability, and building something you can be proud of for years to come. What I'm seeing specifically for you, Leo, is that there's a major manifestation coming into form around your financial situation or your career. For some of you, this could be about finally landing that position you've been working towards, or maybe a business venture that's about to really take off. For others, this could be about reaching a new level of financial stability where you're not just getting by anymore. You're actually comfortable and you have resources to invest in your future. But here's what's really special about the Ten of Pentacles in your reading. This isn't just about you. This card is about generational wealth, about creating abundance that extends beyond yourself. So what you're building right now, whether you realize it or not, it's going to have an impact on your family, on your community, on the people you care about. You're not just succeeding for yourself. You're creating opportunities and resources that will benefit others too. I'm getting really strong energy around property or investments with this card. For some of you, this could be about buying a home or making a smart investment that's going to pay off significantly. For others, it might be about receiving an inheritance or family support that helps you level up financially. Whatever form it takes, the Ten of Pentacles is promising you that material abundance is flowing your way. And it's the kind of abundance that provides real security. There's also this beautiful message here about tradition and legacy. Maybe you're doing something that honors your family history or your cultural background, or maybe you're creating a new tradition that future generations will benefit from. The Ten of Pentacles is telling me that what you're building has roots and it has lasting power. This isn't flash in the pan success. This is the real deal. For those of you in relationships, the Ten of Pentacles can also indicate moving towards more serious commitment, like moving in together, getting engaged, or making long-term plans that involve building a life together. It's about creating that sense of home and family, whatever that looks like for you. The energy here is very much about settling into something that feels right and stable and like, this is what you've been working towards. Now I want to talk about the fifth card because this one is so encouraging and it ties everything together beautifully. I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, and Leo, do you understand what this means for you right now? The Wheel of Fortune is literally about your luck changing, about cycles turning in your favor, about destiny and fate stepping in to give you what you've earned. This card is telling me that you're entering a lucky period. And I don't use that word lightly because I know that you know that luck isn't just random. It's a combination of preparation meeting opportunity. And you've been preparing, haven't you? You've been doing the work, growing, learning, pushing yourself, being patient even when it was hard. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is saying that opportunity is about to meet all that preparation. And things are going to start moving in your favor in ways that might even surprise you. What I'm really feeling with this card is that there's a sense of things falling into place almost effortlessly. You know how sometimes you've been pushing and struggling and nothing seems to work, and then suddenly everything just clicks and doors start opening? That's the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. It's like the universe is finally saying, okay, it's your turn now. Here comes the good stuff. I'm seeing that you're going to experience what feels like fortunate coincidences or lucky breaks. But really, these aren't random at all. This is the universe rewarding you for staying true to yourself and continuing to work towards your goals even when you couldn't see the results yet. The Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing, and your time is coming now. For some of you, this could manifest as an unexpected opportunity that comes out of nowhere. Maybe someone reaches out to you with an offer, or maybe you're at the right place at the right time and something amazing happens. Pay attention to synchronicities right now because the universe is speaking to you through signs and meaningful coincidences. If you keep seeing certain numbers or having certain thoughts or meeting certain people, that's the Wheel of Fortune, guiding you towards your next big breakthrough. There's also this sense with this card that karma is real and it's about to work in your favor. If you've been dealing with situations where you felt like you were treated unfairly or where you gave more than you received, the Wheel of Fortune is bringing balance back into your life. What you put out is coming back to you multiplied. And all those times you acted with integrity even when no one was watching, that's all being factored into the blessings that are about to land in your lap. I'm also getting that this is about cycles completing. Maybe there's something you started a while ago. Could be a year ago or even longer, and you've been working on it consistently. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that cycle is about to complete in a really satisfying way. You're going to see the fruits of your labor. And it's going to feel like, yes, this is what I was working towards. This is why I kept going. The sixth and final card I pulled for you, Leo, is the Three of Wands. And honestly, this is such a perfect card to end on because it's all about expansion, vision, and watching your ships come in. The Three of Wands is showing me someone standing on a cliff looking out at the horizon, watching their ships return loaded with treasures. That's you, Leo. You sent those ships out. You took those risks, you made those investments of time and energy. And now you're entering the phase where you get to see the returns. This card is about expansion in every sense of the word. Your world is getting bigger. Your opportunities are multiplying. Your influence is growing. Your vision is expanding beyond what you thought was possible. The Three of Wands is telling me that you're ready for more. And more is ready for you. What I'm really seeing here is that you're stepping into a leadership role or a position where your vision and your planning are going to be recognized and valued. People are going to start looking to you for guidance or inspiration. Your ideas are going to be taken seriously. The work you've been doing behind the scenes is about to become very visible. And people are going to be impressed by what you've accomplished. There's also this beautiful energy of exploration and adventure with the Three of Wands. Maybe you're going to travel. Or maybe you're going to expand into new territories in your career or business. For some of you, this could be literal travel, like opportunities opening up in different cities or countries. For others, it's more metaphorical, like you're exploring new aspects of yourself or new possibilities that you hadn't considered before. The Three of Wands is strongly connected to commerce and trade. So if you're an entrepreneur or you're thinking about starting a business, this is an incredibly positive sign that your ventures are going to be successful. Your products or services are going to reach further than you expected. You're going to make connections with people who can help you expand. There's a sense of things really taking off and gaining momentum. I'm also getting that you're entering a phase where you need to think bigger. Whatever goals you've set for yourself, the Three of Wands is saying you can dream even bigger than that. Don't limit yourself based on what you've seen other people do or what seems realistic according to conventional wisdom. You're capable of achieving things that are going to surprise even you. So let yourself imagine what would be absolutely amazing, not just what would be acceptable. For those of you in creative fields, the Three of Wands is telling me that your work is about to reach a wider audience. Maybe you're going to be featured somewhere, or maybe your work is going to go viral. Or maybe you're just going to find that more and more people are discovering you and appreciating what you create. There's definitely this sense of expansion and growth happening with your creative. Expression. Thank you so much for being here and for trusting me to read for you today. I'm sending you so much love and positive energy as you move forward into this next chapter.